Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to all. Alright, so for today, we're gonna start with the collision theory. Okay, collision theory. Alright, so this is our lesson for this week. And then it's up to you whether you want to study it by this week or after the exam. Okay, but the main thing is I will give you the exercises and I also need you to complete it. Okay, by the given time. All right. Okay, so let's start. All right. So for today, we're gonna enter the new subtopic, which is the collision theory, which is 7.4. Okay, right. So first we are looking into how we're gonna synthesize the idea on the collision theory. Okay, right. So when we are talking about collision theory, the key idea is that the molecule must collide to react. Itu adalah benda yang pertama sekali yang kita kena setuju. Whereby there is a molecule. Let's say here we have a molecule. So there is one molecule. It should be connected. Alright, there is one molecule and there is also another molecule. They must collide. For them to react. So let's say this is the reactant. And in order for them to form a product, then they must collide. Alright. However, only a small fraction of collision produces a reaction. Why? Because when we are talking about collision, there is a term as what we call as effective collision. Effective collision. So bila kita nak cakap pasal effective collision ni, there must a few things that we need to consider. There must be a few things that we need to consider. Alright. So contohnya kat sini kita ada, let's say we have A. We have reactant A and also we have reactant B. And then they collide with each other and then it form what we call as activated complex. Lepas dia collide tu and then barulah dia akan jadi product, whereby the product is C and also D. This is generally what collision theory is. Right. So waktu collision berlaku, when the collision happen, when collision happen, first of all, awak kena tahu yang during collision, the first thing during collision the first thing adalah there must be a transfer of energy. Of energy. There must be a transfer of energy. Bila ada transfer of energy ni, alright. So let's say there is one molecule here. They made another molecule. When they collide, waktu itulah there would be a transfer of energy. So let's say this is a fast. Yang ni adalah fast moving object, ataupun fast moving reactant. Yang ni dia jumpa slow moving. Alright. So daripada fast tu dia akan transfer the energy into the slow one. Alright. So in collision theory as well, according to the modern collision theory, before the product are formed, there must be three conditions that must be satisfied. First of all, that's the first one, which is the molecule must collide, with each other. Dia kena bertembung antara satu sama lain. Second, this is the most important part. Yang mana the colliding reactant particle must have enough energy to overcome the activation energy. Maksudnya apa? Okay, dalam bila mana kita cakap pasal energi ni, we have also what we call as energy level diagram. Okay, later kita akan tengok kepada energy level diagram tu. Okay, dalam energy level diagram ni, this is energy. Okay, dalam energy level diagram tu, kita ada, let's say, this is reactant. Okay, for the reactant to become a product, okay, yang mana product dia akan less energy than the reactant, okay, they must overcome this first. Okay, benda ni, okay, this thing, okay, this diagram shows that, okay, this is the activation energy. Okay, so meaning to say that, okay, for the reactant, okay, to become a product, okay, first of all, they must have enough energy to overcome this activation energy. Maksudnya energy dia kena cukup banyak to overcome this activation energy. Okay, alright. So, the reactant must collide in correct orientation. Okay, dia kena apa tu? Dia must collide with correct orientation. Maksudnya kedudukan dia kena betul. Okay, so if you learn in biology, okay, we have, let's say, okay, kita ada key hypothesis kan, okay, key lock hypothesis. Okay, contoh, this is the reactant. Okay, one reactant meet another reactant. Okay, so for the correct orientation, dia kena bertembung lock and key. Okay, so dia kena bertembung in a correct orientation, so that barulah dia akan jadi produk yang betul kan, barulah dia jadi macam ni dia punya produk. Okay, let's say, okay, alright, so these three criteria, okay, must be met. Okay, must be made. Okay, by the way, yang nombor 2 tadi tu, okay, enough energy to overcome the activation energy tu, okay, diagram tu kejap lagi saya akan lukis yang betul-betul okay, yang the one just now tu adalah just for the overview okay, that is for the overview. Okay, so these three condition must be satisfied, okay, before the product are formed. Okay, maksudnya dia kena collide each other dulu. Okay, bila dia collide, sebelum dia collide tu, they must have enough energy to overcome the activation energy. Okay, and then they must collide in correct orientation. Barulah dia akan jadi produk. Okay, barulah dia akan jadi produk. Okay, dalam collision ni pula, kita ada yang dipanggil sebagai effective collision. Okay, effective collision. So, what is effective collision? Okay, effective collision ni actually is a collision between a reactant that result in reaction between them. Maksudnya kalau ada reaction, then barulah kita akan cakap itu adalah effective collision. Okay, everybody can collide. Saya boleh, okay, saya boleh tendang awak kan, okay, saya boleh tendang bola, okay, I can kick the ball, okay, but in order for me to make sure my kicking is effective, okay, the collision between my leg and also my ball, okay, is effective, okay, the product is that, okay, bola saya tu boleh masuk gol, okay, so itu adalah effective collision. Okay, so a collision which achieve a minimum amount of energy called activation energy and with the correct orientation. Okay, that is all about effective collision. Maksudnya apabila ketiga-tiga kriteria ni has been satisfied, okay, it is also known as the effective collision. Okay, baik, let's say, okay, in this thing, okay, we have reactant A and also reactant B. Okay, they collide. They collide. Okay, so for the effective collision to occur, okay, first of all, they must collide with the correct orientation. Second thing adalah the energy, okay, the minimum energy of the collision must overcome the activation energy. Okay, alright, itu. Okay, so this is what we call as the correct orientation. Kita akan tengok kepada correct orientation dia. Okay, alright, reactant A jumpa reactant B. Okay, the orientation of reactant must allow the formation of new bond. Okay, so when they are the correct orientation, then barulah dia akan form the product. Okay, contohnya produk dia kat sini. Okay, barulah dia akan jadi produk kat situ. Okay, so this is the correct orientation. So usually it involve, yang benda ni adalah dia akan involve catalyst. Okay, this is when I would I would discuss furthermore, okay, on the catalyst. Okay, alright. Sebab dalam setiap catalyst ni dia ada optimum temperature. Okay, lepas tu dia ada certain thing yang they need to satisfy first. Barulah, okay, reactant A and also reactant B ni akan bertembung dengan cepat. Okay, dia akan collide. Okay, barulah dia akan efektif. Alright. Okay. Next, the colliding reactant particle must have enough energy to overcome the activation energy of the reaction. Okay. So what is activation energy? Okay. Activation energy is the minimum energy, okay, required for the colliding reactant particle, okay, before collision, okay, which can result in a chemical reaction. Okay, maksudnya dia memerlukan minimum energy untuk collide dengan satu sama lain sebelum chemical reaction tu happen. Okay, so we are looking into this energy profile diagram. So ini adalah untuk exothermic reaction. Okay, whereby, okay, dekat x-axis awak kita ada dekat x-axis kita ada reaction dia. Okay, dekat y-axis we have the energy. Okay, it supposedly kat sini dia kena sambung sini kena sambung. Okay, this is the energy. Okay, on y-axis energy. Okay, and this is the path of reaction. Okay, path of reaction. Okay, so dia adalah exothermic reaction. Okay, what is exothermic reaction? Okay, exothermic reaction ni whereby the energy the collision will release energy. Maksudnya energy of the product, okay, is less than the energy of reactant. Okay, kita tengok kat sini. Tengok reactant punya energy ni lagi tinggi. Okay, energy of the reactant ni, okay, lagi tinggi than the energy of product. Okay, energy of product. Okay, baik. So itu adalah product punya energy and this is reactant punya energy. Okay, so dalam energy profile diagram ni, okay, kalau awak nampak ni, di peak here, okay, peak dekat energy ni, until this, ini adalah what we call as activation energy. Okay, this is what we call as activation energy. So for the collision to happen, okay, for the effective collision to happen, okay, reactant tu must overcome this activation energy. Maksudnya dia memerlukan energy yang banyak ni, minimum this energy, okay, to overcome the activation energy, barulah kita akan panggil itu sebagai effective collision. Okay, alright. Okay, so how does the energy profile diagram for endothermic looks like? Okay, cuba buat macam mana. Okay, bila dia cakap pasal endothermic, okay, when we're talking about endothermic, okay, yang kat sini adalah energy absorb. Okay, dia absorb energy. Absorb energy from surrounding. Okay, meaning to say that the energy of the product must greater than the energy of reactant. Okay, alright. So dia akan jadi macam mana? Okay, you have please take a look at page 244 on textbook. Okay, alright. So you can see over there. Okay, for the endothermic reaction. Okay, for endothermic reaction. Okay, let's see. Okay, for endothermic reaction, wish teruknya saya punya ni. Okay, for endothermic reaction, Okay, this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Okay, energy ni kita buat label dulu energy. Okay, the energy of the reactant must lower than the energy of product. Okay, so ini adalah product. Okay, ini product. Dan ini adalah reactant. Teruknya tu lukisan saya. Okay, so the activation energy, okay, the amount of energy that the both reactant need to overcome is here. So this is the activation energy. Maksud they required this much of energy, okay, for them to become a product. Okay, so ini adalah path of reaction. Okay, ataupun reaction pathway. Okay, alright. Okay, so as we all know that we have the factors affecting the rate of reaction. Okay, ada 4 benda, okay, that will affect the rate of reaction: total surface area, temperature, okay, concentration of pressure, and also presence of catalyst. Okay, baik. So what are the relationship? Okay, bila mana, okay, the frequency of collision between reactant particles increases, and then automatically dia akan increase the frequency of effective collision, okay, between particle. Bila frequency of effective collision increases, okay, the rate of reaction will also increases. Okay, what's the difference? Okay, apa perbezaan frequency of collision dengan frequency of effective collision? Semua orang boleh collide, tapi tak semua yang collide itu adalah efektif. Itu maksud dia. Okay, alright. So bila kita tahu yang contoh temperature, bila temperature tu menaik, okay, then the frequency of collision per unit volume, okay, antara satu partikel dan juga satu partikel yang lain tu, of course dia akan increases as well. Okay, sebab apa? Kinetic energy of the reactant increases. Okay, jadinya bila dah bergerak banyak, okay, and then the frequency of effective collision between reactant pun also increases. Okay, kan? Alright, lepas tu daripada situlah barulah the rate of reaction will also increases. Okay, alright. So I will stop here, okay, because I need you to look at page 245 until 248, okay, for the rate of reaction. Okay, later, okay, after you have seen this video, okay, I will explain more, okay, about these 4 factors. Okay, alright, baru saya akan pergi one by one. Okay, one by one. Okay, let's say we going to the total surface area. Okay, okay, lepas tu kita akan masuk pressure, catalyst, okay, and also concentration. Okay, alright, that's all for today. Okay, later we will discuss. Okay, alright, thank you.